It's my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker today, and I tried to get some background information about her, and frankly, if I said what she told me to say, I'd blush just a little too much. So, with that, I'll start. Theresa Leiphon has been at Leiphon State College for the past 22 years. Or, yes, 22 years. And she told me it took her 22 years to get through college. And my son asked me last year how long I was going to be in college, and it had been over 30 years, and he just shook his head and walked away. Anyhow, Theresa has a Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies and a Master of Science in Educational Leadership. She's been here at Leiphon State College for 22 years, 11 years as the trio director. And the one thing that I can tell you about Theresa is that students come first, second, third, and there is nothing else. She's always doing what's best for students, no matter what she does. And then she takes it personally. So with that, I'll give you Theresa Leiphon.
It's the 21st century. I decided to use technology. Maybe. President Darling, State Board of Higher Education Representative Janice Hoffer, administrators, honored guests, graduates, parents, family, and friends of the graduates. Thank you for the privilege of addressing you today. It is my intention that these remarks be brief, entertaining, and meaningful. I wish to talk to the class of 2013, a class that has achieved a unique standard of excellence in the history of Lake Region State College. I am Theresa Leiphon, soon to be retired Director of TRIO Student Support Services, and today I will challenge the class of 2013 to find a bigger problem. First, I wish to congratulate the class of 2013. You are here today because you received support from several groups of very important people. Your parents, your loved ones, your friends, your teachers over the years, and the college faculty and staff. Please join me in thanking them. Perhaps I should take a moment to acquaint the audience with who you are as the class of 2013. Here are some of the things they may not realize about you, but that make you unique. LBJ are the initials of LeBron James, not the 36th President of the United States, whereas Maryland, Lyndon Baines Johnson. You have never had to get out of a chair to change a TV channel. Women have never been too old to have children. You won't go near a retailer who doesn't have a website. Music has always been available in free downloads. And you swipe cards, not merchandise. Amazon has never been just another river in South America. Video games have always had ratings. As babies, you spent your bedtime on your backs until you learned to roll over. Class, raise your hand if you know this guy. Those of you not raising your hands, it's probably because President Bill Clinton left office when many of you were still in grade school. Graduates, please raise your hands if you own any of these electronic devices. iPhone, iPad, laptop, iPod. Raise both hands if you got your iPod on right now. A netbook. So we should not be surprised that you are the most technologically literate class in the history of the world. Class of 2013, as the others have said who preceded me here on the stage, you are a very accomplished group of individuals. You have many achievements, and here are some of them. Academics, the Phi Beta Lambda Business Club, the DECA Marketing Champions and their advisors, the North Dakota All Academic Team, Mackenzie Darling and Stephen Oliver, the Coca-Cola Gold Scholar, Stephen Oliver, and you'll see many students wearing these wonderful stoles. They're members of Phi Theta Kappa, the National Junior College Honor Society. This year saw the return of girls volleyball at LRSC, in addition to excellent performances in women's basketball, men's basketball, varsity golf, and outstanding fan support. This year saw the establishment of a music program at Lake Region State College with a pep band and a concert band. Many great things have come from small beginnings. In the field of drama, the talented actors of the Lake Region State College Playmakers produced 2 great performances, The Fantastics, a musical in the fall, and Moon Over Buffalo in the spring. And these are scenes from Moon Over Buffalo. You'll recognize our drama award winner. Community service. This class created an outstanding record of community service through their active involvement in many projects. They included, but were not limited to, Pink Night at Royals Basketball, the Why Not, My Not flood relief trip, numerous blood drives, and who could forget Nerd Night at basketball. In the fall of 2011, this class participated in a project called Why Not, My Not. Over 200 people climbed aboard several buses and headed for Minot to help residents clean out houses and yards ravaged by the Minot flood. Many of the events depicted in these photos were organized by the most active student senate in the history of the college. They exercised outstanding leadership at all levels. We are extremely proud of them. They excelled in all the areas that I have mentioned. They will continue their record of leadership and achievement long after they leave the campus of Lake Region State College. Thank you for all your hard work on behalf of students and this institution. The leader of the Student Senate was Devin Hoffarth. At this time, I would like to reveal a secret about Devin. Devin Hoffarth is a mild-mannered Student Senate president, but he's really a trio man. Freshman, able to leap tall textbooks at a single bound, unstoppable on his way to graduation. Devin is also a candidate for student representative on the North Dakota State Board of Higher Education. some more students who exercise leadership on campus through their various participation in various activities. Their leadership took many forms. Class of 2013, please join me in thanking some of those who helped you achieve such distinction. I ask for your applause for the faculty of Lake Region State College. And I ask the same gesture of appreciation for the staff of Lake Region State. So class of 2013, where will you go from here? Many of you will continue your education, some in colleges in North Dakota, and others can't wait to go to colleges out of state. Some of you are going into the workforce as nurses, teachers, technicians, and peace officers. So graduates, we have reviewed some of your many achievements and goals, and so now I have a question for you. What will you do with all your gifts and talents and your brand new education? Well, you're going to solve problems, of course, because it's impossible to live a life that's free of problems. And problems provide opportunities to participate in life. My thesis today is that your goal is not to eliminate problems, but to find problems that are worthy of you. Allow me to share with you the kind of problems I am not talking about. Now, Scooter Magruder of YouTube will give you his list of the top 100 first world problems. And it goes, this is a little clip, goes very fast, and I think you'll be able to keep up. It's about 3.5 minutes.
What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. So today I'm going to be talking about first world problems. More specifically, a top 100 list. Now, for those of you who don't know what first world problems are, just watch the video. They're problems typically experienced by people living in industrialized and wealthy countries. No jugamos juegos? Show me the alley. Top 100 first world problems. Can't find the remote. Twitter's over capacity. Ran out of toilet paper. You have nothing to eat at your house. Your neighbor blocked their Wi-Fi. Ran out of bill. Really? Your hot water takes a while to get hot. You don't have an automatic toothbrush. You don't want to eat leftovers. You don't have anything to eat. Too many commercials on TV. Twilight movies, Nicki Minaj, Justin Bieber, T-Mom. You cut yourself shape. Instagram is on for the iPhone. The barber matches your edge up. You were forced to get Facebook timeline. Your boss requests to add you on Facebook. People won't follow you on Twitter. Annoying group text. The DVR recorded the wrong show. Toddlers and ATR. Childhood obesity. No one likes your new profile picture. Bad cell phone reception. Hey, yeah. So, hello? Too many Facebook event plans. You have to use 2 remote controls. You have an annoying alarm. You don't own a Mac. You forgot to turn your phone on silent before you went to sleep. Lawnmower will wake you up. You can't get the TV with a vacuum cleaner. Come on! You don't know how to work a Mac. You left your cell phone at home. You can't find your chapstick. You have to pay a transaction fee. They only accept Canada dollars. McDonald's doesn't make me bread. You can't tell how much gas costs. Good stuff, man. Coca-Cola products. Snooki, The Situation, Sarah Palin, Justin Bieber, New Gingrich. Typical one isn't on Android yet. Taco Bell is tripping. And the chicken.
Oh, like the flatbread?
Yeah.
No, we don't carry the flatbreads anymore.
Dang. But you keep getting green lights. The car gets 12 miles per gallon. No parking anywhere. You guys don't have Coke? They only serve Pepsi products. You pay $5 for coffee, and it tastes bad. Elevator is broken. Burger's taking too long in the bathroom. Taco Bell doesn't deliver. You spent more than $5 for a sub at Subway. You forgot to put deodorant on. You bought the wrong type of battery. Wrong food order. I wanted the chicken nugget. Your mom requested to be in front of Facebook. Your laptop died. You didn't get what you wanted for Christmas. You can't find a charger. Your phone keeps autocorrecting. Your friend has an annoying ringtone. Really? You got destroyed in fantasy basketball. You got destroyed in fantasy baseball. You got destroyed in all fantasy sports. You still don't know how to use a Mac. Oh, Jeremy Lin! Show the replay. Your TV show the replay. Show the replay. There's nothing on TV. No internet service. Your computer got a virus. Your microwave beeped until it's open. No money for your taxes. Traffic. Low cell phone battery. Justin Bieber. What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. So today when we talk...
Thank you, Scooter. So, class, what are you going to do? I've been inspired by David Ellis, author of Becoming a Master Student, to suggest to you that you find a bigger problem. So let's take a look at some of the biggest problems facing humanity in 2013. To make this list, world problems had to meet two criteria. They had to be global in scope, and they had to have the potential to escalate into a severe world crisis. Here is a list of top 10 biggest problems in the world today. Problem number 1, economic collapse. Fragilities in the current world economy could tip the developed world into conditions not seen since the Great Depression of the 1920s. We all hear in the news of countries going bankrupt, nations being crippled by debt, international organizations like the European Union under severe economic pressure. The United States has $16 billion of debt, and these are all serious problems. But maybe, in a few years, some of you will contribute to a solution. Problem 2, terrorism and war. These scenes of destruction can be found throughout the world. The United States has been at war since 2001. Terrorism turns daily life into a war zone. Currently, wars are raging in these countries, and recent acts of terrorism have taken place in these areas. Where are the peacemakers who will bring an end to conflict, to bind up the wounds, to comfort the children, and establish a just peace for everyone? Are they sitting here in this auditorium today? Problem 3, proliferation of weapons of mass destruction. Atomic bombs in the hands of rogue states, nations gassing their citizens in a civil war, weapons of mass destruction in danger of falling into the hands of terrorists. The world can be a very scary place. Who is wise enough to lead the world to eradicate WMDs? Who will say, this is enough, no one else will die this way? Is it one of you here today? Problem 4, rapid climate change. Well, excuse me. Thank you. Well, the debate rages on about the cause of climate change, and even though our recent extended winter cast doubt on theories of global warming, people from different cultures in different parts of the world must work together in the face of climate changes or face mutual destruction in many spheres of life. Which one of you will help in your own way to find an answer? Problem 5. Overpopulation. As of April 27, 2013, the world's human population was estimated, according to the U.S. Census Bureau and the United Nations, to be about 7 billion people. Most contemporary estimates for the carrying capacity of the Earth under existing conditions are between 4 billion and 16 billion people. If population trends continue, humanity will outpace its ability to sustain itself. Who can find a solution that respects the dignity of each precious person on this planet? Is it one of you graduating here today? Problem 6, global water crisis. Over the past 50 years, the human population has nearly tripled, while industrial pollution, unsustainable agriculture, and poor civic planning have decreased the overall water supply. Who will find more water, cleaner water, for everyone? Class of 2013, who among you will contribute to an answer? Problem 7, poverty. Almost half the world, over 3 billion people, live on less than $2.50 a day. Nearly 1 billion people entered this century unable to read or write. 1 billion children live in poverty, that's 1 in 2. 640 million people don't have adequate shelter. 400 million have no access to safe water, and 270 million have no access to health services. Who will ease this suffering, one person at a time? Will you? Can you? Members of the class of 2013? Problem 8, starvation. In 2011, 260,000 people died of famine in Somalia. Today, Friday, May 10th, 2013, 21,000 children are dying. The silent killers are poverty, hunger, easily prevented diseases, illnesses, and other related causes. According to Oxfam International, an organization that fights hunger around the world, famines result from a combination of triple failure: failure of food production, failure of access to the food, and failure of international response to food shortages. There is enough food to feed everyone on this planet every day. Who will solve the problem of triple failure so no one else will starve? Class of 2013, one of you or all of you may help find the answers. Problem 9, species extinction and loss of biodiversity. If the reefs die, if the insects and bats perish, how will that affect us? Certain species like this, that human beings depend on for our food supply, are going extinct. If their numbers fall too low, will we face extinction ourselves? Which scientist from this class will contribute to a solution? Problem 10, peak oil. Petroleum has powered the modern world for 100 years. Today, many industry insiders say that we may be reaching a permanent peak in oil production, except in North Dakota. And yet, what problems has the explosion of oil exploration caused in our state? This is a question that calls to graduates of law enforcement, business, nursing, information technology, and other programs to provide answers. It calls some of you to be part of the solution. These are the world's biggest problems, and so why did I share them with you? They are indeed overwhelming, because I wanted to challenge you to find a worthy problem. Worthy problems draw on our talents, make us move toward our purpose, increase our skills. Solving these problems offers the greatest benefits for ourselves and others. Bigger problems give more meaning to our lives. Unworthy problems are easy to find. They expand to fill whatever space is available in our lives, and they sap our time and energy. Tackling a bigger problem, the world Problems await your attention and involvement. Tackling worthy problems worthy of you can be energizing. Why take on a bigger problem? Because when you take on a bigger problem, you play full out. You do justice to your potential, and you love what you do, and you do what you love. Finding a bigger problem makes you awake, alert, and engaged. And as Mother Theresa tells us, you can make a difference, one person at a time. Next, I'd like to share with you 2 Lake Region State College graduates who have made a difference. The man on the right is Manny Ohonme Emmanuel. He was born in Lagos, Nigeria. He never owned a pair of shoes till he was 9 years old, and someone gave him some athletic shoes. He used it to build up his skill in sports until he was recruited to play basketball at an obscure little college in North Dakota, then known as UND Lake Region. He graduated after playing basketball for the Royals. He graduated from NDSU and he began a career in technology where he was very successful. 10 years ago, he founded the Samaritan's Feet with his wife, also a Lake Region State College graduate. Since then, over 70,000 volunteers have found new shoes for 44 million children in 60 nations. They deliver them personally. They wash the children's feet, give them a new pair of shoes, and give them a message of hope. Their goal is to give 10 million pairs of shoes to 10 million children. And they don't do it alone. December 9th, when the two, in a clash of titans, when the UND met the NDSU basketball team, their coaches coached barefoot to raise funds for this worthy cause. Meet Melissa Gunn. She graduated from the Dakota Nursing Program at Lake Region State College a few years ago. She got her PN certificate, her associate degree, nursing degree. Then she went on while she was working full-time to earn her BSN from Minot State, and she is currently employed as an RN at Altru Hospital in Grand Forks. In the summer of 2012, she accompanied Devils Lake physician Dr. Petty and his wife to Guatemala for 2 weeks. She assisted with medical exams and treatment for people with no health care, and she helped to change lives. So where do you start? Those are pretty big problems, Theresa. Are you kidding? Here's what I suggest. Start small. Work in your communities. Join organizations that help, and get involved. Schools and hospitals need volunteers. Support your alumni organizations, especially the Community College Foundation of Lake Region State College. Join service clubs like the Elks, Kiwanis, Rotary. Run for and serve on your local Board of Education. Get on the board of directors of organizations that you support. Churches and charities always need volunteers. And Salvation Army, St. Vincent de Paul Society, all need helpers. And serve your communities, as many of you already do, as EMTs or firefighters. Perhaps you could grow a garden or plant a flower bed. Imagine Lake Region State College with all its beautiful surroundings maintained by community volunteers. Exercise your leadership, which you already possess, in a much bigger realm. Perhaps you could run for office. I was Catholic, why not? AmeriCorps Vista, which helps fight poverty here in the United States. Peace Corps, which goes outside of the country to help people. Amnesty International helps helps promote human rights. UNICEF, the United Nations Children's Emergency Fund. There are many organizations fighting for women's rights, fighting violence against women. And Oxfam International helps to fight hunger, and there are hundreds more. So class of 2013, here's the quiz. Raise your hand if you want to be successful. Raise your hand if you want to be happier than you ever imagined possible. Raise your hand if you want your life to have meaning. If you want to make the world a better place. If you want to give back or give forward. If you want to be the next greatest generation. Then I challenge you to live the words of Stephen Grillet, who said, "I shall pass through this world but once. Any good, therefore, that I can do, or any kindness that I can show to any human being, let me do it now. Let me not defer or neglect it, for I shall not pass this way again." And so, class of 2013, as you begin your lives of learning, leadership, and service, I leave you with this challenge. Find a bigger problem, one that is worthy of you. Thank you, and congratulations.